taking, just be. Don't take it. Taking, just
Hey, Gems. Welcome to another episode of Cougar Chronicles. Let's talk about it. And today, we're going to discuss first impressions. How do you feel about first impressions? So basically what I'm going to do today is I'm going to piggyback off of a story that I found on TikTok about an African-American male who met someone on a dating site. He actually met this gentleman on Tinder and they correspond for a date or so, and then they agree to meet up in person for a date or meet and greet, whatever you want to call it. So their place of choice was the AMC movie theater in Atlanta. So they met up, and when they got there, one of the guys decided that he didn't want to stay there. He didn't want to continue the date or meet and greet or whatever you want to call it, because he was under the assumption that the other gentleman was overdoing it as far as his appearance and what he wore to the movie theater. He said that he felt as though he wasn't his genuine self and that he was doing too much. I guess the outfit he felt was excessive. And it was like, I guess, out of dress code for a movie theater. And like I said, he felt as though he was not being his genuine self. So how do you feel about first impressions? Does it matter what a person wears to a first date? You just meeting this person for the first time in person. So does it matter to you what they wear? It matters. Okay, I'm gonna say this. It varies. So with their situation, he ended up leaving. So the guy was like, he didn't see anything wrong with it. Now the guy went and got his, I want to say he has dreadlocks, and I'm assuming he just said he went and got a haircut. So I'm assuming he went and got maybe like a line up or edge up or whatever you want to call it. And he wore a new outfit. Now what he did wear was a suit and like a long length type coat over it. And so, like I said, the other guy was like, he felt as though he was just doing just too much. It was just too much for a movie theater. So I was like, and then I saw another video on TikTok where a guy did a review, or not necessarily a review, but a reaction is what I was trying to say about this story. And he was saying that he didn't see a problem with it, but that if that was him, he probably would have said, when he saw how dressed up he was, he probably would have said, hey, you know what? I see how you dress. This is a little too much for the movies. Hey, let's go here. Let's go dancing, or let's go to a lounge or whatever. He said he don't think he would have just left like that. So how do you feel about it? If you show up to a date or a meet and greet to meet someone for the very first time and you feel like they are overly dressed for the venue or the restaurant or wherever you guys decide to meet up at, are you just going to leave? Or, what are you going to do? Are you going to talk about it? Are you going to communicate, hey, this is how I feel? What are you going to do? Now, me personally, myself, I'm extra. Like when I go places, I somewhat overly, well, not to that extent, but I do overly dress. Like I've gone places before with my daughter and she's like, oh, mama, you're overly dressed. Like, and then when we get to these places, the people do be kind of like side-eyeing me, like, but that's just me. I don't know how to dress down. I don't know what it means to dress down. So if that was me, I would have suggested another spot. Hey, you know what? This is a little too casual, spot. I know this is what we agreed upon, but this is a little bit, too casual for the movies. Hey, let's go here. That's what I would have done as well. So what would you have done? Would you have stayed? Would you have finished the date? Meet and greet, whatever you want to call it. What would you have done? What would you have done? Drop a comment. Let me know. Me personally, when I meet somebody, I think first impression is everything, because you don't get that first time again. You don't get that first impression again. What you see when you meet a person, that's what you're going to see. Now, just say, for instance, you meeting somebody at the gas station, whatever, and you meet them like that, then that's different, because I'm just getting off of work, you're just getting off of work, or maybe it's a Saturday or weekend and you're just, in your everyday running errand type clothes, then hey, you see me in my everyday form. This is me. But if we have time to actually prepare for this day, then yes, I think by all means you should be up to par some type of way. Like, you don't have to be in a suit and a fur coat down to your ankles, but yes, I really do feel as though you should be decent. Hygiene, definitely. Brush your teeth, make sure that your breath is good and your hair is good and stuff like that. And if, hey, you in between haircuts and your barber was booked or you didn't have the funds to get your hair cut, brush it and put a ball cap on. I mean, if that's the case, then you shouldn't even be going on a date. That's how I feel. But yes, first impressions are definitely everything. And you don't get that second chance again. Like I said, unless you meeting somebody, you bumping into them at the grocery store, gas station, or some out running errands. And okay, this is me. This is my everyday. And then you decide to go, hey, I would like to take you out. And he takes you out on a date. Then that's different. You actually do have a second chance. But otherwise, when you actually meeting somebody and you've never gone out with this person before, I think you need to, be at your best. Absolutely. Absolutely. Depending on what you guys choose to do as far as activity, whether it be dinner or a lounge or a festival, a concert. I mean, it does matter on the venue or whatever the activity is that you guys choose to do. So to dress appropriate. Or if a person is inviting you on a date, inquire then, okay, what type of event is this? I need to know. So I need to know if I need to be in heels, tennis shoes, ballet flats, whatever. So yeah, it really, first impression, I'm sorry, it is. It's everything. It's everything. So you want to make sure, like I said, like your presentation of you representing yourself. You are representing yourself. So if you come to a date that you've had time to prepare for, I feel like, you should be, everything should be A1. And like for us ladies, hair and nails, you don't have the funds to get your nails done. I get it. I understand. Times is tight right now. Get you some press-ons, or if that don't bother you, hey, paint your nails and go on about your business. Make sure you're cute. You know us, we can throw a wig on. If our hair ain't done, we can throw on a wig and be good. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, like I said, your hygiene is good, you're smelling good, your breath is good, and you should be fine. You don't have to be in a Saks Fifth Avenue outfit or a Neiman Marcus outfit on a first date. You can be, I'm going on a first date with a guy, like I said, presentation is everything, but long as this man is neat and clean and presentable and is smelling good, I'm good. I'm good. He don't have to be in Versace or Gucci or nothing like that. He can be in a Walmart outfit, Target outfit, Fashion Nova. It don't matter, wherever you shop at, so a lot of people put too much emphasis on name brands as well too. Be yourself, no matter what. Be yourself. You going on a first date, no matter what. Be yourself. Because if they are genuine and they like you, they're gonna like you for your personality and your vibes and stuff like that. They're not too much worried and focused on what you're wearing. Now, I did have a conversation with someone, and they have a friend, a female friend. He's a male. He has a female friend, and she went on a first date with a guy, and she didn't like the way he was dressed. Something about the shoes didn't match or something, and so she didn't want to go out with him again. He asked her on a second date, so obviously he was attracted to her and he liked her and he felt as though her vibe was good or whatever, and so he asked her on a second date, and she did not go on a second date with this guy. She did not go on a second date with this guy because that was his first impression to her. And she didn't like it because she didn't like what he had. She felt as though the shoes didn't match, I guess, the outfit. But maybe that's his style. Everybody has their own swag about themselves. Everybody is different. Everybody don't dress the same. With this monochromatic stuff, I mean, you can put on three, four different things and put it together and make it work. If that is you and that's your personality and that's how you like to dress, that's how you like to dress. If you gonna pull it off, pull it off. Don't worry about Nowadays, people putting different prints and different colors together, and that's their style. That's how they like to dress. And I'm the same way. Sometimes my stuff don't match, but I like it because I'm bold. I like bold stuff. Like, if you know about Akira, I like pieces in Akira. I've been told, oh, they stuff is too over the top, but that's what I like because I like to be different. I don't like to look like nobody else. Now here lately, I have been kind of toning it down a little bit, getting more into neutrals and stuff like that. But for the most part, I like bold pieces. I like bright colors. That's me. That's what I like. But yeah, that young lady, I felt like that's a no-go for me. Like, I look at people for their personality, how they treat me, their energy. If the chemistry is good, the conversation is flowing, you're respectful, we're good. Like I said, you can have on a nice t-shirt and nice pair of pants, and I'm good. I'm happy. First impression, yeah, it really is. Like I said, the only way you can not, like, really, I wouldn't even use the term, I wouldn't even say judge a person, is if you meet them like out and about, and then they invite you on a date. You looking kind of rough, he looking kind of rough, you just got off of work, he just got off of work, or if y'all running into each other on the weekends and you out running errands, he's out running errands. So of course he's not gonna be GQ, and of course you're not gonna be all dressed up either. So you have a second chance. But if you are someone invites you on a date and you have time to prepare for this date, I feel like you should be straight. I feel like the guys have enough time to get it with their barber or whoever cut their hair. Some guys cut their hair themselves. They good enough. They cut their own hair. Have your hair cut, beard and stuff trimmed up. If you got locks, make sure them locks looking right. Make sure them locks is looking good. Like I said, and if you in between haircuts, I get it. Things happen. Put you a little ball cap on. But yes, first impression is definitely everything. What do y'all think? Please leave a comment down below. First impression is everything. Like I said, I'm invited on a date. Hey, I would like to take you out. First question I'm gonna ask is, if I agree to it at first, of course, then it's gonna be, okay, where are you taking me to? And if this is a guy that says, hey, where would you like to go? That's even better. Then, whether he chooses the place or if I choose the place, then we'll determine what's the attire, what I need to wear, what type of shoes I need to have on, what type of outfit I need to have on to be comfortable. But everybody should be, like, on the first day, you should be comfortable. First date, I don't think really should be based about what a person is wearing, because you're there to get to know a person, ask questions and get answers. See if you guys are actually compatible. See if you guys can, even if you're looking for something more than friendship, see if you guys are both on the same page. Are you looking for the same thing that I'm looking for, type thing? So nobody is looking at you up and down and trying to see what at least I'm not. Neat and clean, that's good. What's gonna be next? What kind of car he pull up in? That's crazy. That shouldn't even matter. You can pull up in a 2015 Malibu. Long as it's clean, we good. Hey, the air gotta work though, boo. I'm sorry. The air gotta work. It could be a 2000 and it could be a 2000 whatever. Long as you take care of it, it's neat, it's clean, it's washed. But that air gotta work. I'm sorry. The air gotta work out. But anyway, yeah. People need to stop prejudging people. I think that was wrong. I think that was wrong for the guy to just, like, flat out say no, hey, let me go. I don't feel like you're being your genuine self. I think you're overdoing it. You're extra. And maybe that's just his personality. Like I said, with me, that's kind of my personality. Like, I like prints and I like bold stuff. I like colors, and that's my thing. But me personally, I know when it's appropriate and when it's not. Because everywhere you go, certain things are not appropriate. If I go to a hole in the wall, of course I'm not going to go in there with no 6-inch heels tipping. Like I said the other day, one way in and one way out. No, we're not doing that. So if I'm going to a hole in the wall, I'm going to have on me some sneakers or some kitten heels. That way, if I do got to run up out that, I can run up out that. So, yeah, I had to share that with y'all because I read it and I was like, wait, first impression, that's Yeah. But like I said, it really doesn't matter what the person, that shouldn't even be an issue. As long as their hygiene is good, the clothes are neat and clean, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter if they show up in a damn ball gown or a wedding dress. It should not matter. That is not what you are there for. You are there right then and there. You already judging a person. Right there, that already shows that you are a judgmental type person because you're making assumptions. How do you know that guy wasn't going to say, hey, after we leave here, I made reservations for us to go somewhere else? How do you know that? But he was just under the assumption that the dude was extra. So right off the rip, he was already prejudging this guy. And that's wrong. That's wrong. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments, how y'all feel about first impression. If a person comes to a first date with you and they're not dressed properly, what are you going to do? Are you going to talk about it right then? Are you going to continue with the date and just tell them about it after the date? Are you going to speak about it right at that moment while you're on the date? And also, okay guys, I'm back really fast. Technical difficulties again. But yes, I would definitely address the individual immediately right then at the date. I wouldn't wait until the date was over, and I wouldn't wait until the next day. Let me know what you guys think about first impression. Is it important to you? Is it not important to you? Does it matter what they wear, or does it not matter what they wear on the first date? Let me know. Like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel before you leave, because your girl would definitely love to have you over here at the Gem family. Until the next time, bye.